Okay, so imagine trying to draw a perfectly straight line, but not just on a piece of paper, I'm talking over 2,000 kilometers long. And you have to do it without any satellites, no GPS, not even a modern map. Sounds absolutely impossible, right? Well, it turns out that thousands of years ago, ancient builders in India might have done exactly that. Today, we're diving into a cosmic alignment that honestly challenges everything we thought we knew about the past.
And that really is the heart of the mystery, isn't it? How on earth do you pull that off? Forget GPS, forget satellites, forget lasers. We're talking thousands of years ago. How could anyone possibly plot a perfectly straight line over more than 2,000 kilometers? It just doesn't seem like it should have been possible.
And this really puts it all into perspective. On one side, you've got the ancient toolkit, some basic geometry, maybe some ropes and stakes, and looking up at the stars. On the other side, there's our modern arsenal. Satellite imaging, GPS systems, laser measurements, the works. The gap between these two is just massive, which makes the precision of what we're about to see, well, it's truly mind-bending.
So, how do we even know about this incredible alignment? Well, the evidence is kinda hiding in plain sight. It's encoded in the geographical coordinates of 7 incredibly sacred temples, all dedicated to Lord Shiva. Let's start digging into the clues, one by one.
Our journey starts way up high, practically at the roof of the world, in the Himalayas. This is the remote Kedarnath temple. It's our first big clue. Now, take a look at the longitude, 79.0669 degrees east. You're going to want to keep that number in your head.
All right, now we travel hundreds and hundreds of kilometers south to Kaleshwaram. It's a totally different environment, built in a different era, but just look at that longitude, 79.9076 degrees east. I think you might see where this is going. Okay, next stop is the Kalahasti temple. It's famous for its connection to the element of air, and its coordinate? An astonishing 79.7037 degrees east. The precision here is starting to get a little bit spooky, don't you think? Now we head further south to the temple city of Kanchi, where we find the Ekambaranatha temple. Its longitude is 79.7036 degrees east. I mean, come on, that is virtually identical to Kalahasti. We're talking less than 1/100th of a degree of difference. So our fifth point on this incredible line is Thiruvannamalai, a temple that represents the element of fire. Check out its longitude, 79.0747 degrees east. This is definitely not a coincidence. We are looking at a clear, deliberate pattern. And next up, we have the Chidambaram Nataraja temple, which is considered the cosmic center of dance in Hindu tradition. And where does it sit on the map? At 79.6954 degrees east. We have just one more stop to go on this journey. And finally, we hit the coast of the Indian Ocean at Rameswaram, our southernmost point. Its longitude is 79.3129 degrees east. Okay, we now have all 7 pieces of this incredible puzzle. So, let's put them all together. So, what happens when we take all of these coordinates and look at the big picture? This is the moment where this whole mystery transforms into a pretty stunning revelation.
And here it is, every single one of those 7 temples, spanning thousands of kilometers and built over centuries, they are all aligned on a single, unbelievably precise line of longitude, 79 degrees east.
When you actually see it, the result is just breathtaking. You plot those 7 coordinates on a map, and what do you get? A near-perfect straight line. It's like a sacred axis stretching from the top of the Himalayas all the way down to the Indian Ocean.
And the total length of this line? A staggering 2,383 kilometers. Just let that sink in for a second. An ancient, man-made line of sacred sites that spans pretty much the entire length of a subcontinent. Now, this isn't just some random line on a map or a geographical quirk. It actually has a name, one that really reflects its sacred importance. It's known as the Shiva Shakti Aksh Rekha. That's the name for this sacred geographical axis, this impossibly straight line that connects these 7 ancient centers of worship.
One of the sources we looked at just summarizes the marvel of it all perfectly. Constructed thousands of years ago, separated by hundreds of kilometers, accurately established. That last part, accurately established, that's the phrase that continues to just baffle historians and scientists.
Which, of course, brings us back around to our final, lingering question. We've seen the evidence, we've looked at the coordinates, we've seen the line on the map, but the biggest mystery of all still remains. So what exactly are we looking at here? Is this proof of some kind of lost science? A sophisticated understanding of geography and astronomy that we've completely forgotten about? Or maybe it was a monumental act of devotion, spiritually guided with an impossible level of precision. Or could it all just be one of the most staggering cosmic coincidences in history? That's the question we're left with, and it's one that continues to fascinate and baffle researchers to this very day.